everybody, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, and I've got Claire Corbett in the kitchen, and I will give you a destination as being in the right place. I think I said she was in Chesterlow over the Wirral somewhere. Anyhow, I got the C right, she's in Congleton near Macclesfield. I think you were dying.
I did, but yeah.
She's there typing on the grid, Congleton, Carol. So this is Claire Corbett. She's been to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen before and she made macarons. And she messaged me the other week because she said we were talking about stacking cakes. And she said, do you want me to come over and show you how to stack cakes, Karen? I went, no, come and make macarons again. Do stacking cakes another time. So tonight Claire is going to show you again how to make is it French macarons?
French, yeah.
French macarons with our flavoured icing sugars. And of course, we're going to use the lemon and elderflower flavoured icing sugar. So you do know that this is the flavour of choice for the royal wedding. So are any of you doing anything special for the royal wedding? I'm off to London to see the Queen.
We're going to do some nice fancy cupcakes for the event.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course, with the lemon and
Got to be. So are you guys doing any parties? Are you having any celebrations, street parties, garden parties, inviting friends round? Let us know. So, and then the other thing is, for those of you who may be new to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen watching this evening, this is my own personal kitchen, okay? So what goes on in this kitchen stays on in this kitchen between you and us, okay? The food isn't given to anybody, so we're not retailing the food. So if you see me touch my hair or wipe my chin or something like that, it's just because we're in a very hot kitchen. We've got a lot of lights on here. We're going to have the ovens on shortly, so we get very, very warm. I don't wear a pinny. I refuse to wear one. So just remember, we're not giving them to you, albeit I know some of you want them.
No, we're going to eat all of them. They won't be
I know, gorgeous. And watch it. Maria's going to die over these. I'm going to eat some, and I'm on a diet, but she's definitely going to eat some. So I'm going to let Claire get on. She's going to make the macarons, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to make the buttercream, and then we're going to have a little play with the nifty nozzles because we want to try and do something with those, don't we?
We do.
And if all else fails, we've got another nozzle that will stand in its place that Claire's going to show you. So John's going to shout out some hellos. I'm going to go over there and keep my mouth shut for a change, if that's possible. I'll leave it to you, Claire. Okay. Do you want to shout out some hellos, John?
Right, we've got quite a lot of people join us, so hello to everybody. So apologies if I don't mention everybody's name because we have got quite a lot. We've got Julianne Barrett, Pam Kerchick, Sarah Byway, Gillian Sansom, Linda Chapman, Pam Hallam Wedley, Rachel McGrath, Michelle Smith, Jackie Richards, Joanne Birkin, Marilyn Heald, Jackie Farbrace, Natasha Williams. Natasha's asking, when is the royal wedding?
Next Saturday.
This Saturday coming?
Next Saturday. Oh, it's this Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, this Saturday coming now,
Yeah. Go on. I should know. I'm going. I'm not going to the wedding. I am going to London.
We've got Ashley Downey, Karen Naylor, Chris Gill, Ann Davison. Oh, I could go on. There's a lot. But so welcome to everybody, and anybody who's new or anybody who's a regular. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. So you newbies, just shout out that you're a newbie. Don't be shy. So Claire, over to you again.
Okay, so as Carol mentioned, we're making French macarons, so there's no hot sugar involved in this method. But I'm going to go straight in now, because I like to get everything ready before I start making a meringue with the eggs, because I don't want to take my eye off the whisk. So what we're going to start with is our almonds and our icing sugar. So we've got 115 grams of ground almonds, and we've got 200 grams of the lemon and elderflower Sugar and Crumbs icing sugar. So what we're going to do is pop some of the icing sugar into the bottom of this. It's a spice grinder really, a little mini chopper. And we're just going to line the bottom of that with icing sugar, and then we're going to pop the almonds in on top, and that just creates a little bit of a buffer. If you whiz your almonds too much, you can take the oils out of them, and that's not what we want. So
You're going to have to shout up a little bit, Claire.
Sorry?
Shout up.
Sorry, shout up, okay.
You have to have a big gob like me.
So I'm just going to grind up the almonds a little bit just to make them a bit finer, because I want to get the most out of this. I'm still going to put them through a sieve this time. I didn't last time, and they were a little bit bumpier than I wanted really, because I don't think we were whizzing them quite enough, because it's quite a noise for you guys. So a bit more icing sugar on the top there, and then I'm just going to give this a quick blitz. And icing sugar goes everywhere. So straight from there, and I'll go into my sieve, and then I'll do the rest in another batch. So straight in.
Oh, is that all you need to do, that quick little...
Yep, just a little bit. Just a little bit's enough. You don't want to grind them too much. Because like I say, the oils do come out. And I'm going to sieve it anyway, so it's not too big a deal. I just want to get a bit more out of it if I can.
Yeah.
Okay, a bit more icing sugar in the bottom there. This bit is quite boring, but it is worth doing. So like I say, it's all prep. But while it's boring, has anyone got any questions about anything so far?
Yeah, should I put your oven on?
Nope,
Oh.
not yet. No oven on yet, thank you.
That's
We'll
a
pop
good
the
tip.
oven
Why
on.
no oven on yet then?
No oven on yet, we don't need it on yet because it's not going massively high anyway, so we're only going to set the oven to 150 and then turn it down once they go in.
Yeah.
But as well as that, we've got 20 minutes of skin time.
Ah, right.
So while the shells are skinning, which sounds delightful, doesn't it? Sounds yummy. But while that's happening, we'll have the oven warming up. And a bit more icing sugar on the top. Again.
Jackie said she's sorry she missed a bit about the almonds. Are they ground almonds?
They are ground almonds, yes. So ground almonds, then I'm going to grind them more, and then I'm putting them through a sieve. So it's a bit of a process. That'll do.
Where can they buy a mini chopper?
Right. A good place that I've found after I bought this one, annoyingly enough, was Amazon. You get a Kenwood one for about 15 quid, something like that on offer. So that's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is just use the spoon to just push this through, or else it ends up absolutely everywhere. And we'll probably find we have got a few little bits of almond left over in the bottom of the sieve, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. This is going to take me a couple of minutes.
Just be patient.
Anyone else want to come and do this while I do something else? No?
So the question, if they're already ground, why do you need to put them in the grinder, please?
Because they're still quite lumpy. You'll find, I'll show you what's left in the bottom of the sieve once we've pushed this through, and it'll just leave sort of lump. You want a lovely smooth finish on your macarons, and you're not going to get that if you don't do this, basically.
I think that's where I went wrong the other week. I actually forgot to do that bit.
It does help. I mean, they're still going to taste exactly the same.
Wendy and Preston said, would a NutriBullet do the job?
I don't see why not.
The only thing with a NutriBullet, the only thing with a NutriBullet, it's like what's that machine that we've got there? What's it called? That blender.
Vitamix.
Yeah, we've got a Vitamix. I think the blades are upwards, and you need the blades downwards, don't you?
Right. I wouldn't.
Not downwards.
I've
You
not
need
got
them
a
flat.
NutriBullet. I'm not. I mean, look at me. I don't juice.
Yeah.
I don't do anything healthy. I just live in a diet of Diet Coke and
Well, you know what, Claire?
crisps and cheese.
We're both
basically.
happy. I'm on with you. I diet and fail every Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I've given up trying now. I had a couple of salads last week. Felt very pleased with myself, but that was the end of it.
Yeah, Emily says she's tried it in the NutriBullet and it's stuck together. It would do actually, because we've got the Vitamix and the blades are up because it's designed to chop up the fruit, bounce it up in the jug, and mix it with the liquid.
Yeah, it sounds like to me
Yes.
splitting the oil out of the nuts, which is what you really want to avoid.
Yeah.
Because I mean, effectively, we're making a meringue to mix this with, so any oil. I know the nuts are oily, but any excess oil is going to be a problem.
Yeah. So just to let you know that we've got Maria and John in the kitchen. John, you've already heard. So for newbies, if you see Maria, this young lady who's going to pop in front of the camera now, Maria makes all our mini 1-minute videos so that you can watch them later. So not everybody wants to watch a 1.5 hour, 2 hour Facebook Live, and sometimes they want just a mini video, 1 minute one, and they're great. They're really handy as a quick reminder. And we've also got Claire's business partner in the kitchen, Liz, is it?
Say hi, Liz.
She won't show herself.
I think Liz should come and actually put these through the sieve for me.
Yeah, well, she could be your assistant. Couldn't she? Come on, Liz, are you not going to help her out?
My arms are getting tired here, Liz. I'm ever so tired.
So, Claire has opened up her own shop. Do you want to? Why are you doing that? Do you want to tell them about your shop?
Yeah.
And
so,
why did you call it the Sugared Thistle?
Well, you can't tell from my accent, but if Liz managed to get herself on camera, which I think she might be preparing to do actually as we speak, she's putting an apron on.
Yeah, good girl.
Very exciting. But we're both Scottish.
Are you?
Yeah, I
I've
was
never
born,
guessed
well,
that.
I'm technically more Scottish than Liz. I'm from far more north than she is. Although I sound quite Cheshire now, but yeah, I'm from Thurso in Caithness, so right by John O'Groats.
Oh, really? Right, fantastic.
So yeah, that's just a little bit of our heritage in there. Just sort of.
But it's a nice name, isn't it? I quite like it.
Yeah.
And the sugared, it's nice. It goes with cakes and stuff, doesn't
Yeah.
it? So you've opened your shop, and at your shop, what do you do there?
We make wedding cakes, we make celebration cakes, we stock sugar and crumbs, flavoured icing sugars.
Absolutely, that's what I was waiting for.
A few other select products, but we do stock the icing sugars there. And we also run a lot of classes. We have a really nice classroom there.
So Liz is just going to come on and bail Claire out of it. And,
actually, Liz is too late because Claire's just finished.
Come back.
So what I'm going to do now, can we go to this camera and just show what's left in here?
Which camera are we on?
Yeah.
We'll go here.
Perfect.
And just show.
Just
so
hold it very still.
Okay. So that's what we've got left. You can see it's quite lumpy, quite grainy. So we're just going to get rid of that. We don't want that in our mix. So even though I ground it more, it's still a bit lumpy. So what we want is the really fine stuff that's gone in our bowl. Okay?
So could you just run through exactly what's in the bowl now?
In the bowl is the ground almonds and the...
How much?
It's 115 grams of almonds, and we've also got 200 grams of the flavoured icing sugar in there as well. So now that's all prepped and ready.
So we got Liz over, got a pinny on, and then you dumped her. Yeah, that was great, wasn't it?
Well, she took that long putting a pinny on. Seriously.
Well, we was watching how long it took her to get on the drive and get out the car today.
We were, yeah. It's like, come on, open the door. Come on, out you get, love. Out you get. Come on.
Even the dogs were bored. They were all there waiting for us to get out the car.
They've just gone back inside again, haven't they? Bless him. Right, let's get these bits and pieces out.
So, Victoria, you missed the beginning. What are we making tonight? We're making French macarons with the sugar and crumbs flavoured icing sugar, and we're using the wedding flavour for Prince Harry and Meghan, which is lemon and elderflower.
Yes, we are. Now, I'm about to do something else that's really, really boring and separate my eggs. So
it's always good to show them.
The only top tip I have for separating eggs is never go directly into the bowl you're going to whisk them in, because that'll be the time where you get some of the yolk in there. Yeah. It's always going to happen. So, into a separate bowl.
Is there any chance you could just move your bowl over?
Oh, of course.
That space just there.
Here?
So they can see on
Yeah,
it.
perfect. Yes.
This camera's looking at you now.
And see, exactly what happened there is I've tried to crack my egg and it's cracked in the wrong direction. So I'm just going to have to do it in a really weird, fangled way. But we'll do it. We'll be okay.
So last time Claire was here was in the days when John had to walk around with an iPad and get every angle shot going, and nearly had a broken back by the end of the night. And now Claire's having to get used to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras.
Yeah, I didn't even realise there was one there, to be honest. And again, these eggs are really, really weird. Keep splitting in the wrong direction. It can't be me. It's definitely not me.
And do we need a particular size egg?
That was close.
Oh, that was close. Yeah, you mustn't get any...
Claire's going to disappear and just give her hands a quick rinse.
Yep, you mustn't get any of the yolk in your egg white. And see, it just happens to the professionals. Even we pop an egg as well. Well done, Claire. I'm glad you did that.
I'm glad you're glad I did that. I'm not so glad that I did that. Just give my hands a quick dry. Okay. And last one. Oh, we've got yolk on there now.
We've got
let's chuck me. Pass me another egg, please, Liz.
Yeah. See if Liz can speed up.
Thank you. You didn't come here to be mocked, did you? No. That's not what you signed up for.
I knew it would happen. Absolutely.
It's really why I said yes, come along.
So we're using large eggs?
Large eggs, yeah.
Fantastic.
And what you're looking for really is about 115 grams, so it's the same amount of eggs to almonds.
Do you want me to wet that cloth for you?
But I just don't bother. Sorry?
Do you want me to wet that cloth for you?
No, it's okay, it's alright, don't worry. So I'm going to go into the bowl with my eggs now. Am I speaking loud enough now, everyone?
Yeah.
Everyone hear me okay?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, and in with that, I'm just going to put a good big pinch of cream of tartar.
Pam Kerrick's there, she's laughing. When John used to have the iPad, then were the days when they used to spend trying to spot John in the window reflection, because he used to have to walk round and it was night time, you could catch him. The worst thing is when he flipped the camera on himself. That was scary for John and the audience.
They were good old days, those days. And I was just saying to Carol before, I'd never seen a garden before because I've always been here at night.
Yeah.
So we're going to go on with our whisk attachment. Just forgive me if I get in a kerfuffle with this machine because I'm a Kenwood girl. So,
No, wrong with the Kenwood.
With a KitchenAid, I'm at a bit of a loss, to be honest.
So you've obviously lost some weight of almonds because of
weight
sitting.
of almonds,
and have you done anything to compensate for that?
No.
That's a very good question. Who asked that?
Karen Naylor. She always has good question. I couldn't think.
Karen, that just shows how clever she is. I've never thought of that. Have you?
Well, I have thought about it in the past, but I always do this. There's always some that gets done. But switch that off for a second. There's always some that gets dumped, but it doesn't seem to make any difference to the recipe. And I'm going to be honest, when I weighed everything out, I'm not particularly accurate.
Yeah.
And what did you put in with the egg whites? It was a pinch of?
Pinch of cream of tartar. And that just helps to stabilise the meringue. So it's just sort of a cheats way, a safe way of doing it.
That's where I went wrong as well.
Yeah. So now I'm at, can you guys see here that I'm at a fluffy sort of stage, that I'm foam now. So it's all foam. So at this stage what I'm going to do is start adding the sugar. Now my recipe says granulated sugar. I've got caster sugar, it doesn't really matter. Caster sugar dissolves faster, doesn't really make any difference. To be honest, I could probably use the icing sugar at this stage. It wouldn't make much difference.
Karen says she can't take credit for it. Annette raised it first time round, but we missed it.
I see. Right, so back on with the mixer, get that foamy. And then we're going to slowly rein in the sugar. I'm going to break up that lump a little bit.
How much sugar again?
100 grams.
So 100 grams of caster sugar or granulated sugar.
But I'm not going to lie to you, there's about 108 in here. Like I say, I'm not very accurate when I'm weighing things out.
So it's 100 grams of caster sugar or granulated sugar, it doesn't really matter.
Nope.
Sue Ellen, yes, Sue Ellen will the whole recipe be on the website? It is there. And it's pinned to the top of our post. So when this live finishes, if you refresh your page, this live will be pinned to the top of our page, and that's the Sugar and Crumbs page, by the way, and the recipe's there as well, and you'll be able to go over to our recipe website, and it's on the back of that, it's on there.
Okay, so what I'm looking for now is for this to come to a sort of marshmallow fluff kind of consistency. So let's just start here. I keep thinking that I need to go here to tilt it to here. So yeah, that's quite, I'm not even going to take the whisk off because I don't trust that I can get that back on again.
Lynn's dear, the recipe, it will be at the top of the page when we finish, and it's already on the website. Just when you go to the website, what have you put it under? French macarons, easy macarons?
You want Elderflower
Lemon and elderflower macarons. So if you
That's
just
on the Mixing It Up website.
yeah, so if you go to our recipe website www.sugarandcrumbsmixingitup.com and then just search lemon and elderflower and the macarons will come up. There we go.
Fab.
So we're going to use our new super duper yellow. So we're going to use our new yellow. This is by the Fractal colours and it's vivid yellow, is it?
It's lemon yellow.
Lemon yellow.
Lemon yellow,
Bright
this one. So I'm just going to add a good squeeze to the whisk attachment, because if I squeeze that directly into the bowl, it'll probably just hit the bottom and my whisk's not going to catch it. So, Claire breaks things. Claire has just broken that. Sorry.
Yeah, how on earth can you break a lid?
Just look at it, I've broken it. That's not going to be stored that way up from now on. That's knackered, sorry.
That's alright.
I'm a bit clumsy. Sorry.
Not quite sure I managed
A
it.
bit
Clever,
heavy-handed.
you are, yeah.
Sorry. I knew something like that would happen. So I've broken an egg yolk and I've broken the gel
You've got a
colour.
problem with things that are yellow tonight.
Must do. I can't believe you trusted me with the mixer after that.
And you've got to use the oven as well.
Somebody else could do oven duty.
How many macarons can you make with this batch?
We're going to find out in a minute. Lots. Depends on the size of your macarons, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can't give an accurate answer to that. But I usually get 2 or 3 good sized sheets out of one batch.
So we've got a good morning. So I take it that Louisa is our lovely lady friend from America.
No, Louisa is from Australia.
Oh, she's from Australia? Oh yes,
Where
it's
it says Aussie land, but
Didn't finish it.
And Louisa's on every week.
Yes, she is on every week. Hello, Louisa.
And we've just had an Australian day today, Louisa. Not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah. The weather's been gorgeous here today. I wasn't expecting that today.
Back down, I've got to take the whisk off. I'm scared about putting it back on, but
Why?
I've got to do it. I just have no idea how these things fit together. So what I'm doing now is just checking the peak.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's a nice peak, but I think it just needs a fraction more. We are looking for 11 o'clock, but I would just like just a little bit more on that. Yeah, just a tiny bit.
So we're not going to do a tip the bowl over our head job it done.
You can tip it over your head if you want, Carol. I'm not bothered.
Maria's nearer.
Yeah? I'll tell you what, after me saying I'm a Kenwood girl, that's done that really fast, so... My only issue is there's no slow start, is there, with these? There's icing sugar in there, it's going, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, let's have another check. And see how we're going.
So hello Giovanna, I don't know if I've got that pronunciation right. So new lady with us, Giovanna Heaps. So good evening to everybody actually. Where are we? Oh, we've got it.
Well there
we go.
a really nice firm peak on there. Any more than that would be too much. But that's perfect, that's absolutely spot on. So, when I'm done with the mixer, I'll use a spatula, Claire, just stop clanging things around. I'm not what you would describe as elegant, really, when I'm doing these
I
things.
think we've realised that you just broke that. And the egg.
I was just trying to make sure the lid was on properly. Yeah, sorry. Claire won't be invited back because she trashes the place.
So Giovanna wants to know, where do all the bakes go after you've made them? I hope you enjoy a few. Yes,
In tummies, yeah.
Let me tell you what happens. After Maria and I have scoffed a few, mainly Maria scoffing all of them, they then go down to the warehouse, or we have friends who have them. So generally my doggy walker picks them up and takes them home to his elderly parents. They love them. Every week he always asks us what we're making. And if he doesn't ask, he hints a lot, doesn't he, Maria?
Question, can you make these without the almond?
No.
No.
That's just a meringue.
Yeah.
So yes, but it would be a meringue, so...
Yeah.
No, it's got to be the... Oh, sorry, if you're allergic to nuts, this one is not for you, I'm afraid. Am I in a good place?
Yeah, you're absolutely fine.
Excellent. So what I'm doing now is I've just
So
added...
we've got Rosanna, we've got Rosanna saying hi to Mum and Claire.
Oh, who's mum?
Hi, Rosie.
Oh, We tried to get your mother on, but she was that slow, she missed it.
She appeared very briefly for a few seconds.
So Anne Gallagher says, these macaron recipes vary a bit depending on who you watch. No wonder they're hard to get right, but there's Italian meringues, isn't there?
There are, yeah.
No, macarons, sorry. There is variations,
Yeah.
isn't there? I mean, my son's a chef and he does them completely different.
He'll be making Italian, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Chefs like to do it the fancy way.
Yeah.
This way is pretty foolproof.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I've got to be honest, my son who's a chef, he does them, and he doesn't always agree that we should do it this way, but I say this is for people who've never made them, who want to give them a go.
Absolutely.
It's the easy way, isn't it?
It really is.
And then you can advance from this once you've mastered these.
Absolutely. And I'm throwing it around.
So we're folding in, not mixing.
I've got half of it and I'm folding it in.
Yeah.
I'm cutting through and folding. I'm trying not to knock too much air out of that meringue.
Bruce Faulkner
You
says,
just
camera shy.
Just take it that way.
Is that your husband?
Perfect.
Oh, we've got the whole family watching.
Hi, Bruce. My husband won't be watching. He has no interest whatsoever.
That's good. Can you do cake pops, Claire?
Yes.
We've just been requested for cake pops.
Absolutely, yeah. Cake pops is one of my favourite things to do.
Oh, well, we like those. So Claire has just submitted, I know Claire can do cake pops. Anyhow, she just said she'll do good cake pops, so we'll book a date for
Is that what came out of my mouth?
Well,
not
so
entirely sure
we'll
that's
book a
what
date
I
for cake pops.
Yeah, we'll do some cake pops. I love a good cake pop.
Yeah, you're quite expert, aren't you?
You do make nice ones, actually.
Yeah.
don't you?
No, I'm not used to this. You're stroking my ego tonight, and you don't normally do that. Normally our relationship is based on insults, you see, so...
Those come later.
Right, so I'm just folding in the last of the meringue.
Could you just say where you get where you can get the recipe again? It's pinned at the top of this post when the event finishes.
Yeah, and it's on
Sorry,
our...
Maria, elbowing you.
So the recipe will be pinned to the top of our post. So when this live finishes, refresh your page and then it will be pinned to the top of the page, okay? So just give us 5 minutes because Maria has to run like Billy-O to the office and then she has to pin it, and but everything is all there ready. So it's pinned to the top of the page, and that's on the Sugar and Crumbs with Nifty Nozzles Facebook page, or you can go over to our recipe website, which is sugarandcrumbsmixingitup.com, and any of you got a bag of icing sugar, the recipe website is on the back. So go on there and put in the search macarons or lemon and elderflower and you'll find it either way.
Okay, right, so I've got all of my meringue and almonds mixed together, but I know I said I was being careful about knocking too much air out. I need to take some of it out or else our shells are just going to explode in the oven. So what we're looking to do is get it to what's called the ribbon stage. And how to do that is to just gently drag the mixture up the side of the bowl and just watch for it falling back down again. Up the sides. And then we're going to bring it back down again. So let's have a quick look. I would not say that was ribbon stage.
No,
That's dollop stage.
call up stage. Do you know what you mean, you know, because I did that ribbon with Ella the other week, and you're right, it does start to slide down, doesn't it?
It does.
So somebody's just asked before, how long can you store them and where would you store them?
You can store them in an airtight container. Just put some baking paper in between layers and store them in an airtight container. They last a couple of weeks. But you can also freeze them like that as well.
Oh, can you freeze them?
Yep.
Right,
So freeze them and then just pull out however many you need.
About thinking about it, you did say that last time. The problem is they got scoffed before they got frozen.
Yeah, they didn't make it anywhere near them. I wouldn't fill them to keep them. I would fill them the day before they're eaten.
And how would you defrost them then?
Leave them as they pull them out and leave them as they are, so that any condensation will end up on the tub and not on the macarons.
So if you're freezing them, you can just put them in the plastic tub. Do you need to put layers anything in between layers of them.
Yeah, just pop some parchment in.
Yeah, and then when you come to take them out and defrost them,
Just
leave
leave
them
them
in the
as
tub?
they are. Leave them in the tub, completely
Right.
sealed, and then they won't get soggy, basically. Right, so we're about there. I'd say. I thought we were. Yeah, we're about there. We're slightly ribbony. That's good enough for me. So now we're just going to pop straight into a piping bag.
So quite a lot of you are asking about the spatulas. I did used to sell the spatulas, but I've got to be honest, I sold them all off in the sale because I kept telling you all how gorgeous they all are, and not many of you bought them, so I had to get rid of them. So there's lots of you who got a really great bargain, but if you want to know what they are, they're called Zeal, and I presume if you go onto Amazon, you'll find them on there.
They're really nice, actually.
They're lovely, aren't
They're
they?
really good for that.
Yeah, but they're expensive, see. I think they were like £5.95 or £6.95 each.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
No, but they're a good quality, so.
Well, you get what you pay for, don't
Yeah.
you? If you're like me and you order things on Amazon all the time, you don't check the size. We end up with a lot of really small things. You know, got the world's smallest spatulas, and don't tell them about the other thing. It's just embarrassing. So I've just got a small, well, it's a reasonably large, open, just an open round piping tip in my bag.
Geraldine Kisley says she's never seen the pink icing bags, but they're nice, the pink ones, aren't they?
They are nice.
I never use those because I only use the small ones for nifty nozzles. So you know, guys, when I say about having piping bags, don't ever use one of these for nifty nozzles. You only need small.
Yeah, it's
these
too
are for
much.
things like macarons.
So, basically, I use this really big bag because I'm putting quite a lot of mix in. If you're piping with buttercream or royal icing, you want a really small bag because the more you fill it, the harder work it is to get it out. You're much better off just keep topping it off. But it's perfect for this because this is an easy squeeze. Liz, do you want to come and hold my bag? Please.
And the other thing is,
So
yeah.
not to work out the fuse.
Well, at least you're a bit quicker getting round this time. Eh?
Off the starting blocks now.
We have to
Not
take
gone
the
through
mick
that
out.
again.
We have to take the mick out of Liz because I've never known a person to walk into a house so slow, to get out the car so slow. Oh,
It was funny.
it was the dogs.
And I
Even
could feel you waiting.
I've got 6 dogs. They were waiting, and even they gave up.
It was funny. They just no interest. Tails stopped wagging. Just sort of walked away.
Sunroof to shut, windows to shut.
Sunroof to shut. Alright. Lovely. Thank you, Liz. And now could you pass me the
Do you want the big one or the small one?
both, please?
So you're going to love these bad boys. These are the Macaron mats. They are on our website, and they've always been on our website. And these are the best Macaron mats.
I think we'll be getting a couple.
I think we will.
Yeah, these are
Especially this
fabulous.
size.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, yeah. So these are the best Macaron mats. 3, 6, 9, 12 on one, and I think it's 35 little ones on the other one.
Yeah.
John will be able to count them up for me in a minute. Is it 35, John? Look at it right. Crikey. Right, so this is the bit you've got to
clearly
watch.
got help earlier with that one.
Well, I did write it on the website.
There is a knack
Well
to
done,
this, guys. There is a knack to it.
We're all going to shut
So
up.
I'm going to do a couple of really dodge-looking ones, just so you can see what not to do, not because I'm warming up or anything.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Let's do the dodgy
Right.
ones first.
We're going straight down. Well, this should be a good one first. Straight down pipe, stop piping, and just pull away to the side. What we
Is that a
don't want
dodgy
is
one?
to be up here
Oh, right.
and making little dog messes. We don't want that. And when you pipe from the side, it can be very difficult.
If you can just work that way, please.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to do all that again?
No, we can see the first two. We can
Oh,
see
go on.
See the first two?
Yeah,
I'll work in this direction.
yes, please.
So when you pipe from the side also, it's very difficult to get an even layer. You end up quite flat on the one side. So it's straight down, stop and pull away. Straight down, stop and pull away. Going that way. It's a little sort of snap of the wrist to take that away. Because if we don't do that, we end up like this, with a point.